use default. Test. Aha. Alrighty, there we go. Just unplugging the mouse or unplugging the mic and switching the toggle back and forth. That was weird. Never seen that before. Okay, well, let me get this out of the way now. Thank you for your patience. Alrighty. All right, so we are going to just go through the whole process of seeing, not really seeing, but I pretty much know what to do. First of all, definitely want to give credit to Crypto Donkey Miner, who does great testing. If you haven't checked him out, go check out his YouTube channel. He does a lot of really, really great testing, and he is funny. So really enjoy his videos. So anyway, check him out if you haven't already. But a lot of this install, if I can't get it to just go through Hive, it sounds like some people actually might have access to it, but I'm going to try a few things that I use to kind of see if Hive actually has it in their system. And if they don't, I have a way of getting around that as well, thanks to Crypto Donkey Miner, who put in a command. So first things first, I'm doing this on a RebTech, which has 3070 Ti's and 3060s. So I'll be starting on that one. I also have another one, 3060 Ti, that'll, if we have time, I may do that one at the end. But let's get started. So the first thing I need to do is switch it over to lolMiner because I was on T-Rex. I did take a snapshot of what my mining results were on that. In fact, let me show you. That is what I was getting before. So getting somewhere around 36.5 on the 3060s and anywhere between 60. In fact, let me show you because some of the settings are different on the cards because they have different abilities. So my lowest is about 59.5 because I can only go up to about 2700 memory. And then the other ones are all at 3100 as far as the 3070 Ti's. And they're anywhere from, 60 to 62. And sometimes they go up to 62.5. So at least that gives us a baseline. And this is actually run on the 470.74 NVIDIA driver. The NVIDIA driver. So actually, not really testing different BIOS, we're testing different drivers. Sorry, mistake in my title. But anyway, so these are the different drivers we'll be using: 470.103.01 and 510.60.02. But before we test this one, I am going to switch it over to the new version of lolMiner and then take a look to see just with the change in the lolMiner how much of a difference it makes, and then change to each of the drivers to see what kind of difference those make. So we will go with that. So let me change this. Miner setup should be the same. And again, you can see it only goes up to 1.46A. So we will say the latest because it should download it. I don't think I've used it on this particular one. Apply changes and update. It only is on one worker, so we're just going to say all workers. And let me go over to here. MNTD watch. T-Rex finished, and you should see it start to download. Oh, look at that. It only went to 1.36. Okay, let me change that. Let's go 1.46. Changes, and actually, let me do this first because this is one of the tricks I've done in the past. Is a lot of times if I do that first, then go to edit, then go to setup miner config. No, it's still not there. Well, let's do this one first. Update all workers. And let's go over here. And now it'll download 1.46A. Once this one started, I'm going to try that again. Sometimes what happens, if it actually has 1.47 in the system, if you do a refresh when you're trying to update the flight sheet, sometimes it'll show the new version, but you have to hit refresh. So anyway, okay, I was just looking up. I was like, wait a minute, I have no audio, but that was from before. So anyway, okay, so now it's going through its thing, and I really don't care about 1.46a at all. So it can go ahead and do its thing. And then let me go back here and try this one more time. And if this doesn't work, I have a command that I should be able to use. And let's go to setup. Still has 1.46. Cancel, and hit refresh. Now go back in here, edit, setup. Nope, still not there. All right, fine. That's not going to work. So we need to get out of this. So Control C. And so I got this command from the video. And one of the things I had to do is, if you'll notice, when you go to copy, it kind of cuts it off. And then when you actually copy it, it uses all these special characters and such. So you have to translate the special characters when you go to paste it. So I've already made that change. So I am going to copy that command, go back over to here. Oh, great. Yeah, it does not. Oh, there we go. Paste from browser. Paste into this box. There we go. And there's the command. So we're going to go ahead and see if this works, because this should be like a soup to nuts thing where it downloads it, installs it, and restarts it with the new version. So we shall see. Looks like it is working, as best I can tell. All right, let's go into MNTD watch. And as best I can tell, it did change. Let's go over to here, go over here. Let's do a refresh. See, it's going to say 1.46a, but I believe it's actually on 1.47. You can see in the tab. I know you can actually read my tabs. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look to see where this ends up. And let me check the chat, see what might be being talked about. Well, let's do a quick roll call. And thank you everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna scroll all the way up to the top. Magic Lucky, Johannes, appreciate you being a member. New England Crypto, S Chang, Xavier Forrest. Let's see here. Mono Miner, Rude Poots, Red Llama, Mike the Miner, Travelers Travels, Mass Boost, Mike. I just said Mike the Miner. Let's see who else is here. New England Crypto, Pearl Rival. I look so sad. I did look sad. I was frustrated. It's been a long week. I don't know about you guys, but definitely been a long week. Jump Change, thank you very much for being here. And I think that, oh, Big Vic, thank you for showing up. That's a new name. Haven't seen that one before. Appreciate you being here. Guard 1892, another new person. Appreciate you all being here. And Yuvraj, and I think DNA Tech, appreciate you being here. All right, I'm gonna, oh, and Tains, and Rabid Mining, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I actually checked out your video because I know you made a comment about this in your video. Wanted to see if you had tested this. Didn't look like you had, so that's why I wanted to see basically how this, you know, worked. And wow, right now it looks like garbage on this particular driver. I don't know how long it takes to actually like adjust, but getting 43.6 mega hash on a 3070 Ti is pure hot garbage. Let's see. I mean, the powers are right about where they're supposed to be, but those are really bad. Really bad. All right, I'm going to do a restart of the miner. Just to be sure. I suppose I could do a reboot, but I'm going to do a restart of the miner. There it is. Restart miner. Just to make sure we're on 1.47. Because it'll pop up. There it is. Yeah, it's 1.47. So we're definitely on the right version. So how was everybody's week? While we wait for this thing to kind of see what we've got. I can't believe that it would actually show that low of a hash rate on this particular driver. So I'm going to kind of give this an opportunity to, you know, at least fix itself a little bit. Maybe I missed something in Crypto Donkey Miner's video about how you need to set it up, but it says starting LHR calibration. So let's see if it finishes. Anybody else use this that they have, you know, any on different, tested it on different drivers? And is it very specific to make sure it's used on the newest drivers? Yeah, mem temps are nice and low. Oh, and could take hours. Nice. Didn't realize it would take that long. That would really stink. I would think it would. Yeah, I thought about using the new driver, and I was just trying to see what it would look like with this driver for at least a little bit. Then try it on a newer driver. And then try it on the newest driver after that. Oh, okay. Appreciate that, Rabid. I basically didn't even catch all of Crypto Donkey Miner's video. I was busy trying to get through traffic. If you know the Chicago area, I was usually take the Jane Addams Expressway, which is I-90, on my way home. And there was a serious accident, so it was closed. So it took me a while, was listening to traffic and all that kind of stuff that I normally listen to YouTube videos, and was planning on listening to the Crypto Donkey Miner video because I saw the headline, but didn't get a chance to. So, well, it looks like it may take a while then. Let's see if it kind of stabilizes at least a little bit after some time. We'll give it a few minutes and then I will switch over. Yeah, like the OG Raptorium calibration. Yeah, that took a long time. That is for sure a couple hours. All right, so it's going up to 40, about 44 so far. Yep, now it's over 44. If it starts like wavering, I will make the change. But I'm really curious on this particular driver, how much it will continue to increase. It's continuing to increase. That is interesting though, that, and I always wondered about that the quick swings, you know, by just driving it so hard so quickly that the LHR kicks in. And so, yeah, I am kind of curious to see if you kind of tiptoe up to the limit and then put your toe over and just kind of crawl and keep going, and where you're kind of LHR doesn't know you're doing it. So the initial LHR calibration is complete. Now let's see. At least after the initial one, let's see what it goes up to. Okay. Now it seems to be getting a lot closer. We'll just base it. Yeah, that looks good. It has a ways to go on all of them, but that definitely looks good. That's definitely higher than I was getting with T-Rex. So we'll wait for those to actually all change. Looks like there's 2 more left to get to full hash rate. So to me, it looks like we're getting definitely higher with this particular LOL version. So, alrighty, let's see if there's any questions. Hey, ABNS, appreciate you being here. Hey, Sunflower Mama. Hi. She's, of course, sitting right next to me. Unboxing Project, good to see you. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, Bagman, thank you for being here. Automatic Beats, appreciate it. And let's see. Is it on a meter? Curious if it has power swings like progressively. Looks like they are babying it into it this time. Like you said, not to trigger LHR. I have a meter downstairs that will show me if there's, you know, significant fluctuations. I mean, typically with all my rigs on that meter, you know, I'm getting usually somewhere around 100 to 150 watts fluctuations. So I could certainly see if it's still doing that. But if you look, and then again, these could be averages. Oh, interesting. Recalibrate unlocker. Now it's interesting. It does not say that it got triggered. It's almost like it might be trying to move it higher, because this one is now at 60.37. Yeah, GPU 0 need to recalibrate unlocker. So it might have been triggered, but it did not say that. That's pretty interesting. And you can see the memory temps get up there a bit. It goes up to 88. Oh, now they're all recalibrating. But looks like we'll let all these recalibrates go through. And then I will take a snapshot of the hash rate so we can do a comparison. Morning, K-Spec. Thanks for coming. Fleek. Appreciate you showing up. All right. That one quite hasn't gotten up to speed yet. Neither is this one. Now they are. Oh, this one hasn't. I gotta wait till my second 3060 actually gets up to speed. And then I am going to take a snapshot. That looks good. So let me, where did my mouse go? Of course. Let's try that again. Now that I know where my mouse is, for some reason I couldn't find it. Do that. All right. So we have that snapshot. Give us an idea somewhere between 62 and 62 and a half. But that's definitely more consistent than what I was getting with T-Rex. So definitely happy with that. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, auto calibration on Team Red Miner. How many batteries does your flannel need? It doesn't need any batteries. It's the energy emanating from my existence that's powering this. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. Anyway. Alrighty. So let me, now that we have that initial, let me update the version of the driver. So we are trying to go with 470.103.01 to start. And then I want to see what happens with 510.60.02. So, wrong screen. All right. Does it, let's see, NVIDIA driver update. What was the version again? 470.103.01. All right. There it goes. It'll take a little bit of time, but not too much. Is that like Infinity Stones? Oh, you found my secret. So Rabbit asked me, were those version 1 or version 2? Hey, if you've got a version 1 and you're not doing it on Windows, chump change. Anyway, no, these are version 2s. I have 2 version 1s. Each one is on a PC using the beta drivers, so I can get full hash rate on them. All right, keep going. Let's see here. LHR percentage as high as 77.2 on the 3060. If you look, nice. Nice. I really, really hate that when they say failed. Extraction failed. Driver installation failed. That is really annoying when it does that. And I don't know why. Maybe I'll skip this one. But we're going to try it again. Let's see if it works this time. It says driver package already exists. Let's see if it can this time extract it. Or if I have to do a force to see if it'll re-download it. And it said that, yeah, I could reboot. There we go. That time it worked. There it goes. Sometimes it just requires a second time. Don't know why, but hey. My sunset shirt. This was courtesy of Rondi. Rondi requested an orange and black. Or actually requested an orange flannel. So we obliged. Yeah, it was a little chilly today. Definitely was a little chilly. Oh, total is right around 2 gigahash. I've got, well, hopefully after this, it'll be 2 plus about 70 on Flux, 70 souls on Flux, and like 30 mega hash on ETC. But right now I'm at like 1.99. If I take the one that's on Flux and move it over to ETH, I'm over 2. I always wonder, this like sticks at like 5% for a long time. Yeah, we actually, I think she's probably typing it now, but there actually were some flurries, and yeah, there is some snow predicted. Come on. I hate how long this process is. Yeah, that's a 580 New England crypto. 4 gig 580. Soon to be 23. Yeah, soon enough. Well, let's see. Is that closer? Yeah, closer to 23 than 22. So I'll stick with it. I'll double down.
Yeah, my goal is to hopefully finish this before, oh, there it goes. Before the DCA Adventure Friday night live stream. That is my goal. Alrighty. Starting services back up. And as soon as that's done, I'll do MNTD watch and we'll see what the comparison is. I was just chuckling at Integra guy. Currently bottle feeding, holding the bottle with my chin as I type on my phone. All right, so now I can do MNTD watch. There it goes, 1.47. So basically what that command did was it overwrote 1.46a with 1.47. So that's why when it you can see it there, it says 1.46a when it's really 1.47. So I have done this once before with overwriting a previous version, but never with like one command. I did the commands like sequentially. So it was pretty nice that he just laid it out there, like just one command and boom, and it's done. That's interesting. All devices deselected or failed compatibility check. Closing lolMiner. Let's see what happens again. If that's the case, funny thing about it is I think I had tried upgrading to this driver before. Well, let's try rebooting the actual rig. And let's see. You can see that it basically, it's almost like it went backwards. Because like it's almost like it doesn't recognize the card anymore. Well, you know, basically just recognizes GA104. So I'll wait for that to reboot. All right, let's check back. Maybe MNS, you want to finish before the merge. You still have plenty of time. No worry, at least 3 months. Yeah. Yes, I definitely want to finish this well before the merge. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my video on, you know, my mining strategy, but yeah, I was happy to see the passion that everybody had, you know, one way or the other. Some people agreed with me, some people did not. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely enjoyed all of the comments, whether they agreed with me or not. We all have a little bit, well, I shouldn't say we all, there are different opinions that people have about why they're mining and such. So, at any rate, I definitely enjoyed that live stream on Monday and was pretty happy the way that excerpt came out. So I'll be doing that more often as I talk about specific topics. During my live stream, I'll put out a short version of whatever topic I talked about. All right, it is rebooted. I'm going to reconnect. Still getting there. Case spec, we're all going to plug into your solar to lower our costs. Hope you don't got enough. Hope you got enough panels. That's funny. Come on. Is it stuck? It's like the SSH is stuck. I am going to refresh again here. And it will force me to re-log in. That's okay. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. I know it's not offline. That much I do know.
might have to do a hard restart. And I've had this error before, this NV tool error. Might have to lower the overclocks with this, possibly. Wouldn't exactly call 1000 flux rich. Not even close. So how's the flux node doing? It's doing great. Should be getting my third payout sometime before morning. And then I am going to, in fact, I'm going to switch over here to my main screen as I show this to you. Actually started putting together unboxing, just haven't finished it yet. But as a preview, let me grab this. I just got this router. I haven't installed it yet. I'm waiting for my flux node to actually get its payment, and then I'll make the switch tomorrow. And the reason why I did that was because my flux node, well, let's put it this way. From what I can tell, the Comcast gateway, it does have port forwarding as a feature, supposedly. It does not seem to work properly. So wanted to get a good router so that I can keep my high speed as well as keep good wireless coverage. And that, by the way, originally when it was sold a year ago, well, it was sold a couple of years ago, but as of last year, it was still selling for $400. Now at Costco, it was $220. So definitely felt like that was a good deal. So, so let me go over some of these things that needs more antennas. Yes, it has 8 antennas. Yeah, Baldini, you're so observant that this is a bright shirt. It's what's keeping me awake after the long week. Taines, do you like that last site I sent you? That one was the one that a 13, 14-year-old siblings had programmed. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. I did like that. So what he's referring to is he's referring to a site, and I'd have to go find which tab it's in, but, or just click on it from the link he told me. But basically what it does is it'll actually tell you how many parallel assets are available to your address to claim. So when you have a node, in order to get the parallel assets, you actually have to go claim the parallel assets within your Zelcore wallet. So it's very, very quick to basically have it all in one place to say, this is how much you have. So anyway, definitely thought that. Oh yes, and my wife got the router. So thank you to the wife. I appreciate that. Anyway, bought a micro spaceship. Yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, it's a big router. One of the videos I watched about it actually showed that it got pretty hot. It's a 1.8 gigahertz processor, quad core. So it has some definite power to it. So, which is good. So am I using it for a router or for AP only? I am using it for a router. I may eventually only use it for an AP, but for now I'm using it as a router to see if it works well. Like I said, the main thing I want it to work with is doing port forwards correctly. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the Comcast gateway does not do port forwards. And so if you ask, why do I think that? Because I set up my node exactly the way that they had said, and it would not work. But when I did a DMZ on my node, don't suggest that, but when I did a DMZ on my node, it worked just fine. Basically meaning it's opening up all ports. So definitely from a security aspect, I wouldn't recommend that, but I knew I was going to be finding some solution in the relative short term. This is the first one I'm going to try. If it doesn't work, then I'll take it back. Then the other thing is the Helium miner keeps going up and down. It'll like work perfectly for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, bam, nothing. And what I found out was it's a combination of things. I found if I do a restart on the actual Helium hotspot itself, then it sometimes will kind of kick back in, or sometimes I have to reboot the actual gateway. That was the last time. It was down for 3 days. I'm like, well, let me just try rebooting the gateway. And as soon as I did that, boom, it was fine. So I want something that's going to be more reliable in doing port forwards properly, so I don't have this issue going forward. So yes, I did think about doing that. I like this because it's only $220. The wired models I was looking at were more expensive than that. And because I have a gigabit service, most of the cheaper wired modems will not support gigabit speeds. So they say they do, but when you actually test them, they don't actually get that amount of speed. So that's the reason why I went with this all-in-one type of solution, and we'll see how it works. Like I said, I can always return it. I actually had tried this with an Asus router, and wow, that was a piece of hot garbage. Anyway, not trying to down talk Asus, because I do like Asus, love their graphics cards, but I've had some issues with their wireless routers, and the one I had gotten, yeah, it was bad. So, and that one was, you know, it was a less expensive one than this, so guess you get what you pay for. So anyway, but we'll see how this one works out. A lot of people got really great reviews, but a lot of the people aren't using it the same way I'm going to be using it. So we'll take a look. So I'll be definitely doing some videos on that. And like I said, I already have an unboxing that I haven't edited yet. But again, $220 at Costco, and it Amazon may have matched the price. Let me do a quick check. Amazon AX 11,000. Let's see. I have the renewed version for $229, $230 basically, but I do not see one for $220. So I thought I read somewhere that they had actually matched the price, but I guess not. They do have an AX 6600, which is very, very similar, but not the same. And they have that for $225. I forget what the specific difference is. I know that that one only has a 1.5 gigahertz processor, so it's a little bit less powerful. And there were one or two other things, very, very similar. 8 antennas, looks the same. But anyway, great deal if you're in need of a powerful router. It's great. And then the other thing I'm planning on doing with it is hooking up this little bad boy. This one is a 5 terabyte hard drive. Oh, sorry, holding it too low. And this was $90 at Costco. Again, everywhere I looked, you're looking at around 120 for the same type of hard drive. So I'll be using that as just additional storage, not really backup or anything, but just additional storage for videos and things like that. So, and that'll be hooked up through the router. So it's not a NAS. I mean, technically, I guess by the definition, it is a network attached storage. That's what it is, but certainly not in the realm of what people usually think. So anyway, S-Chang, like I said, definitely a great question. I was actually thinking about Firewalla, I think is the name of the company. They did like an Indiegogo type thing. But read a lot of good things about that Firewalla Gold, and but it was a bit more expensive, like twice as expensive. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to try this one. This one actually has a 2.5 gigabit port on it, and so does the gateway. So I'll be able to wire it directly into that at 2.5. I mean, obviously I only have 1.2 gig. So, but the good thing is I'll be able to take advantage of all of the speed. And also that router actually has link aggregation capability as well. So it has only gigabit ports going out to the LAN, but I could configure my computer so that I could get a net of 2 gig service from the router to the computer so that I could get the full capability of the 1.2 instead of only the 1. Anyway, that's a ways down the road. I don't have all the cables necessary in order to do that right now, or even the extra Ethernet port on the computer, but something I thought about trying as well. All right, let me go back. This still says offline. That's not good. Let me try reconnecting. So obviously I'm not offline per se, but it will not get past that. So I am going to go downstairs and restart that particular rig. So bear with me here a second while I run downstairs and come right back. Okay, I'm back. All righty. Permission denied. Let's see how long this takes to reboot. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, reload. There it is. Is it going to get stuck in the same spot again? Huh. Well, this ain't good. This is not good at all. Let's get rid of all these. This is not good at all. Oh, NV tool error. All right, so let me, I've had this error before and I cannot remember what I did, but anybody remember what this was? NV tool error. See, this is going to take a while because it's going to go through each one of these. Close some tabs. No, it has nothing to do with tabs. Let me try and lower the clocks and see. No, I can't do that because I have to be able to get into it in order to lower the clocks. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Let's see. Well, let's just go over. You know what? Actually, I'm going to open up a incognito window. And start there. All right. NV tool error after driver update. Look at that. Let's see. I have an issue, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting the following error. No NVIDIA GPUs found or driver not loaded. Worker doesn't recognize. Am I missing something? Which drivers are you using? So it still seemed to be the same problem. Have you checked cables? I actually had to downgrade and then force upgrade the NVIDIA drivers and then was able to upgrade. So I have to force upgrade. All right, well, this is going to take a little while, I think. Let's see. So some of the tools stay not upgraded and you need to run in console sudo apt update, then sudo apt upgrade. This way it will show you if any packages are to be upgraded and for some reason they didn't automatically. Huh. Very interesting. Let me try downgrading once it's done. Move that out of the way. No, I still want to oh, great. It's going to go through the same thing all over again, which stinks. Let me see if I do Control C. Nope. Let's see. Anybody else have any suggestions? The funny thing was, so actually that came up when I was just taking a picture, a thumbnail picture for when my wife bought those 3 GPUs. And somebody made a comment like, oh, that's really, really cool. And I was like, yeah, I think it is too. And then when we were building the box, I'm like, oh, you totally have to do that because they really liked it. So anyway, that, and then we talked about actually just making it so they didn't align perfectly so that it would trigger people. This is a joke. Anyway. Oh, nice. Thanks, Johannes. So work about a 9% increase. Nice. I mean, it was definitely an increase. Why do you keep closing it? Oh, this could be bad. I may have to end the stream so that I can actually get... I'm just going to see if I can keep not getting timed out, maybe. So the issue is that I just updated the driver and it did not like it. It did not take it initially. It failed, then it took it, and now it will not do anything. It's doing exactly what you're seeing here. And I'm actually typing that in to hopefully that it needs to like go through each GPU and do that, exactly that. So I'm trying so that hopefully it does not. You see nothing? Do I still have it on the other view? Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is what we're seeing. So trying to make sure it doesn't time out again. So apologize that things. Thanks for pointing that out. I forgot to change back after I showed you my recent purchases. So it's going to unfortunately, oh, that's interesting. Now it's not taking any keyboard inputs at all. So reboot in maintenance with drivers, log in, upgrade, downgrade driver to one version below the latest, greatest. That's not a bad idea. Permission issue. I've seen this before. Yeah, it's just doing that. All right, well, let's try this. since it says offline, but I know it's online because I can SSH into it. But it might not let me do this. Maintenance mode. With loading drivers, without loading drivers. You said with drivers. All right. Apply. Command sent. Let's see if that changes anything. Like I said, it's showing offline, but I mean, I've shown that that is not the case. Let's try logging in again. Oop. Yeah, may have to try to reboot it again, but I'm not sure if that's going to change the setting. Yeah, I was thinking that safer without loading drivers. And I don't think it's going to take this. I just find it interesting that obviously Linux is starting. I mean, maybe I need to update my Linux, or not my Linux, my Hive, since I am on an older version from November. Could be part of the problem. Leave Bleeding Edge for another guinea pig. Bleeding Edge is leads to good content if it works. This is the second time I've tried doing one of these things in real time, and they both have crashed and burned. And let's see. I'm trying to remember where you get to miner log. I don't think it's in here. Don't want to do any of that. It says command sent, but did it oh, miner log. Let's see if it does anything. Oh god. Yeah, see, now the problem is because I'm offline. I may just have to go down there and manually reboot, and I don't know if that's gonna go enough into Hive to actually have it do that. That's kind of interesting. Almost like it had rebooted. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it is 33. Okay. Yeah, it's not giving my miner log because it probably can't get it from the machine. No, the PSU is not failing. That would certainly be a very coincidental happening if that was the case. Current kernel is at 5.4 Hive OS number 108. Down at the bottom here. Let me actually go back here. Kernel. Yep. 5.4 Hive OS number 108. So I suppose that's the next thing to try if I can get it back. That is the problem. Try one more time. Oh, there it goes. Nope, same thing. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Mining King. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been of the mindset of it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so I kind of just left it. Like I said, it keeps going. It should go through this process so that it gets to the point where I can get back to command problem. The problem is the timeout on this is too quick. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. So let me set it without drivers, and then I'm going to go downstairs and reboot it. I'm going to wait to see if this actually goes to the next GPU. I'm guessing not. No, TPS Miner, you really haven't missed much. Yeah, okay, so we got that. All right, let me go reboot it again. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the solar shed, you have to go outside. Good point. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, so we are back. So let's go backwards. Well, let's see. Let's take a poll. Should I just do a force upgrade to the same one? Basically, it says go back. I'm going to go back. NVIDIA driver update 470.74. And I think, oh, dash force. Then going back to that forum. Yeah, this person's having the same problem I'm having. He is unable. But let me do this first. And then go update my Hive. Right now, at least that's online now, so I can update. Could just YOLO it and go to the newest one. Let's see. Which one did my friend actually say to go to? Well, let's go back here. Is it done yet? Nope. It's going to take a little bit of time. Let me see here. Let me go over here. Yeah, I always forget which one. Well, let's just do this. Let's do self upgrade and see what it does. No, that's just going to do the newest version. All right, well, I just YOLO'd that one on that rig. And that's probably what I'll do on this one as well. It's a couple days old. Let's see if that one came back. My main concern on that was I have, no, I guess I don't have any 6060 Ti's on this one. I just have some AMD and 3060 Ti's on this one. And the version of the driver I have in this one actually is the 470. Oh, no, it isn't. That one is the 470.7. Oh, this because I still have it on RebTech. If I switch back to the other one, which driver version do I got on this one? Uh, 465.31, even an older version on this one. So I will eventually want to update that as well. But all right, so let's go back to the first one. All right, so it's done. So let me, I'm trying to remember how to update to the specific version you want. Anybody remember the command? Yeah, that's Big Daniel. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm trying to get to the 470.103.01. I want to test it against the 510 driver as well. So, let's see here. Use the GUI. The GUI, come on, command line, man. Command line. I don't even remember how to use the GUI. Run command. So yeah, I mean, I can do this, but I want to actually be able to select the self upgrade that I want. And what I'm trying to find actually is which kernel versions are with each one. And when there's a list, you can actually see it. And the problem is I don't remember. All right, hang on a second, because that'll do the same thing. Oh, dash list. Actually, that's the same thing you can do on the self upgrade, I believe. So let me do that first. I need to get on the other one, RebTech 2. And actually go here. Oh, not the CLI. The up arrow next to it gives you a drop down. No, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about this one right here, right? That one. Or are you talking about this one? If you're talking about this one, the problem is it doesn't tell you what version of the kernel it has. That was what I wanted to find, was one particular version of the kernel. So that's what I was looking for. TPS miner. You are funny. Yeah, I know. Then you can do NVIDIA driver update 4.18 or whatever I think. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that, but I'm going to the CLI because I'm stubborn like that. Okay, it's running a post. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, so that appears to be done. Now let's do self upgrade dash list. Invalid version format. All right, that's probably dash dash actually. Nope. Where is it? Dash, yeah, dash Hive replace dash dash list. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. So we have these versions and 510.83. This is the one I want. Is 1. Latest stable. So we're going with that one. Yes. All right, that'll take a little while, but that should work. All right, let me go back to the chat, see what you guys are talking about as we wait for that. Dr. Google and Professor YouTube know all things. Yes, they do. But like I said, I've done this before, so. Case spec. Yes, no, I got that. So I obviously found that. Thank you, Mining King. I appreciate that. Am I taking crazy pills, or do the new NVIDIA drivers all lock the memory to 1250 megahertz and LHR lock a lot? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out with the new drivers. TPS. Yeah. Let's see what else. Anyone else notice their coin yield going up now that Max is offline? You are funny, Magic Lucky. Yes, live troubleshooting rig stream. Yes, that's what this ended up becoming, unfortunately. But yeah, yes, I already watched that. So yeah, that's what I was I was already leaning towards doing the number one selection here, but it matched up with what Mining King had put on his. So, well, at least this is downloading relatively fast, thanks to my faster internet connection, which is good. It's still going to take a little while, though. I think it's 7 gigabit, I think 7.9, something like that. So, oh no, I take it back. It's 74%. So it isn't that big. $20 seconds. Yeah, only take less than 2 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Yes, I can. Let me, and then you can use this in the command that Crypto Donkey Miner uses. Come on. And And I can't put this in the description because it's still not going to work. If I put it in the description, because YouTube's going to put their tags on it. But yeah, see, YouTube just did it anyway. If you right click that and try to copy the link, it's probably going to get messed up with. Let me see if it does. Copy link address. Paste. Yeah, it still gets messed up with the YouTube thingy. All right. Yeah, so basically I'm doing a Hive replace. I'm replacing all of Hive with a newer version. That way everything gets overwritten and hopefully get back to where I was. It worked for you, but if you actually tried to put it into a command line, I wasn't sure if that would work, because that's like I said, it's like youtube.com redirect, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I tried to take the rest of that out of it. All right, yeah, this is where it's installing. It goes like 7.9 gig, something like that. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion on the maintenance mode. That definitely helped. I very rarely use that mode, but was definitely important to getting this going. Rebooting in 20 seconds. That's a good sign. Which will reboot in maintenance mode, which is fine. Then we'll see. I'm guessing it doesn't do anything to the NVIDIA driver, but it might since it's doing a full replace. So I'll be curious to see what driver. Well, it actually would have told me which driver. I just wasn't paying attention to that part of it. Alrighty, let's see what you guys are talking about. Your RevTech won't run on NVIDIA cards. Well, that stinks. I mean, I have one of the first versions. I bought it a long time ago and I got it to run. It's a little finicky. You have to do a number of different things. And yeah, I was able to get it to work. Alrighty. Oh, for FluxNode, do we need 99% uptime or not? You do need a high amount of uptime. I'm not sure at what point does it put you back to the end of the line. I know that Taines was upgrading his to run 2 nodes, not just 1. And in the process, it actually reset him back to the back of the line because he took too much time offline, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to wait until I got my latest payout from the node, so that if for some reason I'm going to be offline a little bit longer, I won't get really reset that far back. Oh, you know what? It also resets your password. So I'll have to fix that as well. Alrighty. So let's go back to here. Go away. Alrighty. Still showing this. It's 470.86. That's interesting. Alrighty. And these are from a while ago, so these really do not apply right now. So let's just see if this works the way it is right now. We're going to disable maintenance mode, click apply. Alrighty. Hey, thanks to New England Crypto. Thanks for stopping by. This was definitely a much longer stream than I had intended. Thought, I'll upgrade the driver. Yes, I've had problems before, but I won't possibly have any problems upgrading it this time. Yeah, right. All right, let's see if Oh, I probably still have to reboot it because I'm still in maintenance mode, even though I'm not. Well, let's try this. Restart miner. And see if it actually starts. Oh, interesting. I'll have to run that same thing again. That same command I just did that I just messed up. Wonder if I have an undo on this notepad thing that I have. Let's see. It did good. So right now it's downloading 1.46 where I had 1.47. They now went back to 1.46. So let's get out of here. Go back to here. And copy this command again. Oh, that's right. Paste from browser. There we go. Enter. All right. Now it's really hard to see, but it was 1.47. Even though it says one, oh no, I see. Now it's Control C 1.46. There it goes, 1.47. TechMan, hum, in panel, either a lot of load or failing breaker. What are we troubleshooting here? The unboxing project. Don't you know it's no patch weekend? The only time I have a chance to do patches is actually on the weekend. Oh, look at that. Still the same freaking problem. All devices deselected or failed compatibility check. This was the same problem I had before, but let's try rebooting again. Just to make sure it does it again. Yeah, same problem. Interesting. Let me try rebooting again. Let's see what happens. All right. Good times, good times. Yeah, I generally try to leave things when if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this was such a significant increase in hash rate, or significant enough, I should say, that I wanted to make the change. You know, I've got 14 cards. Oh, sorry, 13 cards that are LHR cards that I wanted to, and actually soon to be 14. I have one on my computer upstairs. I'm going to put in one of the rigs downstairs instead of being in the computer. Yeah, I don't have time to do that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The only time I have to do that is on the weekend. All right. I will definitely have to change the password back. Oh, look at that. Same damn problem. Ugh, ugh, ugh. That's not good. Not good at all. All righty. We know it's not because of the Hive version. That much we do know. Hang on. It's still showing 212. That's the same one I was on before. Although it is a different kernel version. So I don't know. Very interesting. Okay. let me go back to 470.74 to start. Wow. All right. Loading drivers, apply. All right. Can you go downstairs and reboot? Just the one. Thank you. Hey, you offered. Just the front one. Does anybody else get like really triggered when their rigs are down? I know I do. Hey, we got tons of time here in New England crypto. I mean, come on. There ain't a lot going on here right now. And we like electrical problems. They're fun. They're fun. Oh, interesting. This one was actually going through all of them this time. And a lot faster, but. All right, she restarted it. Come on. There it goes. All right. Well, let's go back to the previously known. So let's do NVIDIA driver update. Let's see if the list, it does. Okay. So I know that 470.74 worked. Actually kind of interesting that the 510 one isn't on here. Let me go back to 470.74 to start, because that's what I was using and that's what was working for me. So let's do that to start. Make sure that that's working. Then I will try doing a force install. All right, that'll be for a while. Alrighty. Well, yeah. I don't see any. Oh, interesting. Didn't realize. I'm not sure why he got deleted. Oh, did he? Okay. Deactivate the dog from there, install version 1.47 and enjoy the extra profits. Well, I already have 1.47 installed. That's not the problem. It's a matter of getting that driver installed. So let's try, like I said, let's try getting it back up. the way it was, at least. Yeah, I think you're right. Unboxing project, you are now a mod. I can only imagine what my amount of viewers has done since this started. I think it started out pretty strong, but yeah, this. Oh, really? Oh, was I? Okay. Oh, I guess I got my wife watching it for me, so. New England Crypto, what do you want to know about solar? I could talk for days about solar. Yeah. Oh, happy days. All right. Okay, it says NVIDIA settings reinstall, starting services, driver installation successful. Okay. Now, let's see. Well, that actually looks better. Like it's supposed to. So if it's still in maintenance mode though. And it still said this as of 1 minute 36 seconds ago. I've not seen the video on solar. I hadn't had a chance to watch that video. Okay. We're going to disable maintenance mode. And I'm assuming MNTD watch should still say nothing. I imagine that if I try to restart the miner, it probably won't, but let's see if it does. Because it didn't boot. Oh, okay. We are at least back to where we were. So it is working. Now, why does this particular driver work, but the other ones do not? Very interesting. Well, I think for today, I think I'm going to leave it at this, and I will probably play around with this. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next weekend. Because I'm very confused as to why a new driver would cause the problems it's caused. Like I said, I go back to this version and everything goes back to normal. But if I go to a newer driver, it doesn't. We're talking this is a new Hive load, did a Hive replace, so everything's new. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Alrighty, well, I'm going to let this thing ramp up, but at least with this particular driver, it appears to work well. At least on mine. I'm on an SSD. So that's the reason why the Hive replace actually was fairly quick. Fast connection, fast SSD. Otherwise it could take a long time. Very long time. So, alrighty. Well, I'm going to let you guys all go. I know that DCA Adventure goes live in about 10 minutes. So, I didn't want to conflict with their stream. And I'm going to do some more research on this tonight. Find out if I can figure out why this is happening, at least get some commonality. Yeah, it was a fresh install. That's what Hive Replace is. It is a fresh install. That's the reason why my rig password's now gone. It's back to the default. That's the reason why it used a completely different NVIDIA driver than what I was trying to use. It basically, in that particular load, it used 470.86, and I was still having problems with that one. So yeah, like I said, Hive Replace is a great feature if you want to get a brand new load where it basically just overwrites everything. So anyway, alrighty guys, well again, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Sorry that was less than interesting, but I appreciate you hanging out as I went through this. You kind of saw how I kind of troubleshot things, and again, appreciate everybody that had ideas, whether I used them or not. Definitely love hanging out with you guys. And alrighty, well, I'll wait till my wife finishes typing the message that she's typing before I end the stream. Awesome stream. I would hardly call this one an awesome stream. It would be awesome if I got it to work the way it's supposed to, but at least you could see that it did increase hash rate. At least it showed that it increased. Now, was it its actual hash rate increase, or was it just showing that it was higher hash rate? Time will only tell. But at any rate, are you done typing yet? There we go. All righty. Oh, well, we could talk a little bit about solar. I got 10 minutes. Not everybody's leaving. They're still here. Well, who'd you say, Magic Lucky? Yeah. All right. Now I'll find that. So there's a couple different websites. Energy Sage is a great website. It is, what is it? It's like Google Solar. I mean, it's a Google based, Google Solar calculator. Where is it? Project Sunroof is what it is called. This is a really cool website. Hang on. Let me, oh, thanks Tank Man. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for the super chat. All right. So Sunroof with Google.com. This is a great website. Here, I'm going to bring it over here. We'll talk a little bit about it. And trying to think of an address to use that wouldn't dox me. No, that would not be good. This is not going to use anybody's addresses that. No, we're not doing that. Let me do this. This would actually be not a bad place. Let me find. My parents used to actually give to this home. I'm going to find the address and then I'll type in this one. There we go. 164 South Prairie. Isn't that creepy? So, although this one's not bad. This one's not bad. But it's obviously has flat roof, so it's not as good. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go over here. So this is actually what's great about this is the fact that it shows you, I wish, there we go, a little bit more. It shows you, what surfaces of your roof are lit up. I've seen homes that have solar panels all the way around their home, which is ridiculous. You can see how much more efficient the one side, how much more sun hits the south side versus the east or the west, and certainly the north side. Now, these aren't really steep roofs, but you can see like this house down here. I mean, that one side is beautiful, perfectly facing south, has a good, good amount of space on it. But anyway, you put your address in here and it will give you a good idea. also can give you a lot more recommendations based upon your roof and what the recommended solar installation size was. So let's hang on. Just making sure I won't dox myself. Let me pull this up because I can pull up mine. Remember, I have a 6 kilowatt system. So yeah, okay. So if I type in, let me go back. Trying to make sure that I can see it, but you can't see it. Let me put that other address in. I just want to make sure that when I, whatever, we'll just do that. Okay, so the address doesn't pop up. All right, let me go back and type in mine. Because you'll see how accurate it is. So basically it says about a 5.5 kilowatt system on my roof, based upon my roof. And I have 6, but I also had to work to get it to 6 by perfectly sizing the system by finding the panels that would best fit the roof. So anyway, so my upfront cost after incentives was basically less than 8,000. So it was pretty good. Pretty good. So payback was like 8 to 9 years. So anyway, but this is a great site to check out. Yeah, I know. I was just looking at that. Alt Energy and Will Prowse. And Will Prowse taught me so much. And it says panels are cheap enough now. More panels if your HOA doesn't care. 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Yeah, I mean, my HOA doesn't care, partially because the village I live in actually wants people to have solar on the roof. So we have quite a few people in our neighborhood that has solar on their roof. So yeah, it's definitely not frowned upon. As far as HOAs go, ours is not so overbearing. I think everybody would like the ability just to do whatever the heck they want with their homes without the worry of what an HOA would do. So in that manner, yeah, our HOA got a little too big for his britches, I think. But for the most part, they're reasonable. So haven't really had any issues with them. So anyway, alrighty. Well, it is 8:57. So now everybody can go over to DCA. Let me see if I can get a link to their stream so we can all rate it. By the way, YouTube is actually going to be implementing a raid type feature coming soon. I don't know exactly when it is going to be, but it will be soon, at least according to a video that I saw. All right, let's see here. There we go. And there's the live stream and the link. All righty. Whatever you do, tell them Max Voltage sent you. So anyway. All righty. All right, guys. Well, you guys all have a great night. Again, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And don't forget, check out Misfit Mining Saturday Night Live tomorrow night at either 8:30 Central Time or 8:45. I think we're starting to lean towards 8:45, but I think that's somewhat a little up in the air. So we'll see. But yeah, you got the general idea. And then don't forget Mondays with Max at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm moving that back. Had to appease a few of my followers like DJ Mines, who specifically requested that I move it back. So, alrighty, guys, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. And you guys all have a great night.